Hi everyone. Till now, we have learned how to create a database, delete a database, create a table inside a database, and within tables, we know how to insert data, update data, delete data, and change the structure of the table. Now it is time that we learn the querying part of the SQL. So to start with that, we'll need a good database. If you look at the resources part of this lecture, there is a tar file attached. I suggest you download it and you restore the database from that tar file. I'll show you how to do that. Once you have downloaded the file, you go to the database part, you right click on it and create a new database. Let us name this database as the Supermart DB underscore DB and save it. This will be creating a blank database, and within this database we will restore the tables that we have in the tar file that I have shared with you. So if I right click on this database and select restore, the format is tar and file name you have to select the file that you have downloaded. I'll go to the path where I have kept my file. So remember that since the it is showing only backup format files, you will not be able to see the file that I have shared. You have to change this format to all files, and then you can see the tar file. Select this file and click on select, click on restore. It will take few seconds to restore the whole database. Successfully completed. So if you open the database, you refresh the database first and you go to the schemas public, and if you look at the tables, this database has three tables. One is the customer table, which contains customers data. To look at what is contained in this table, we'll open the query tool and then write select star. You know this. So just write select star from table name, which is customer, and run this query. So this is the data in customer table. It contains customer ID, customer name, segment, age, the country to which the customer belongs, city and state of customer's residence. After this, there are postal codes and the region to which customer belongs. Also, you can see the type of data that each column is containing. So age is an integer, whereas country is a variable character length, and the postal code is a big int. If we do this for the product table, we will write select star from product. We will get a list of products. These have product IDs, the category to which the product belongs, the subcategory to which the product belongs, and the name of the product. And the third table is called sales. So I select star from sales. So let us run this select star from sales. So these are the sales orders. So order line is the first column, and then comes the order ID, order date, shipping mode, customer ID. So this is the ID of the customer who ordered this particular sales item, and this is the product ID of the product which was ordered. Then comes the sales amount, then is the quantity, then is the discount offered, and finally the profit that we received. So if you see these three tables constitute a database of a supermarket. So this supermarket store has some customers. It is storing the data of the customers with itself. This has some products. It is storing the data of products in a product table. And every day, whichever sales are made, it is storing which customer bought that product and what was the product ID. So this sales table has order line as the primary key. So each order has a unique order line, and within that order line, there is an order ID. With that order ID, there is a customer ID and a product ID associated. Using this customer ID, you can see the details of the customer in the customer table. And using this product ID, you can see the details of the product in the product table. And if you look at the first two order lines, the order ID is same. What this means is, in the first order, there were two products ordered. So the product ID is different. That's why there are two different lines. So order ID can be duplicate. That is why it is not a primary key, but order line is unique, and that is why it is the primary key. For customer table, the customer ID is the primary key, and for the product table, product ID is the primary key. So our database is ready with you. You restored this database from a file. So how to create that file? So you need to create a backup of your database to create such files. To create a backup, you'll need to go to the database, right click on it, and click on backup. You'll give a file name here and select the format. I selected tar format and clicked on backup. This gave me that file which I have shared with you in the resources. From now on, all the queries will be on this database. It is very important that you have these three tables with you, so that whenever we write, you can write with us and check that you get the same result. So in this lecture, you learned how to create a backup and restore a database from the backup file. With the restored database, we'll be now practicing the query commands.